Hi, Jama St. John at Strategic Virtual Solutions here. And in this week's video, I'm going to show you how to insert, let's say, a new email in front of this email and disconnect this arrow. I see this question come up some in some Facebook groups that I'm in, so I just thought this would be a good video for this week. So the question that I've seen come up is, how do I get rid of this arrow that connects, because I need to add something else in here. So let's go ahead and move these three things over, and we say, okay, now we don't want this to be the first email. We want another email to come in here, and then we've got a timer. And you can see we kind of have a mess now because this email connected to that email, and we want this in the front. So to disconnect those arrows, you would just click on the arrow and then hit your delete button. And that may take a few times. I know it gets a little wonky sometimes. So we click on the arrow, and that's what you want to see, is these two little squares. And then you click the delete button. And now we also need to disconnect this one because this is now the first email. So we click on it, we get our two little squares, and we can delete. So we'll move this down into the line where it needs to be. Give us some more room here. Move this where it needs to be, and then we connect this arrow to that email and that arrow to that email. And that's it. And like I said, if you ever click on these and you don't get those two little squares, just kind of click away or move something around and click on it again, because sometimes it takes a couple of times. But that's it. And so this is inside a sequence. If you were out here on this front part and you needed to add, let's say we add a sequence in here, and we want this sequence to go before this one, would be the same thing. You would just click on it and delete it, connect that, and connect that one. And another question that I saw recently was, how do you get rid of the decision diamond? So let's say we have this one here and we have this one there. And I said, how do I get rid of that decision diamond? The only way to get rid of that decision diamond would be to disconnect one of the sequences. So if you've got more than one sequence connected, you're going to have a decision diamond. And you can configure that decision diamond so that, let's say, everybody goes into this top sequence and only certain people go into this bottom sequence. And that's just going to be, that diamond is going to be there if there are two sequences connected. So if you disconnected one of them, then the decision diamond goes away. And that's it. So if you have any questions about Infusionsoft or how to do things, you can feel free to reach out to me at info@strategicvirtualsolutions.net. And thanks for listening.